guys, it's Brent from K9s Only, and as we discussed in our December newsletter, this month in January, what we're going to be discussing is actually the number one thing that all dog owners do wrong. And I don't know if you can guess it, but it's actually how we walk our dogs. Okay, so the number one thing that we do wrong as dog owners is actually the way that we walk our dogs. So as a dog trainer for the last 10 years, we have seen a number of behaviors from pulling, lunging, leash reactivity, lack of focus on the walks, lack of self-control, and all of this can actually be rooted to how we walk our dogs on leash. So we've been told that walks are important for a couple reasons for dogs. Number one, walks are important for exercise. It's super important that dogs get out of the house, run around, stretch their legs. I completely 100% agree with this. Number two, it's important that our dogs socialize. So they have to get out of the house, they have to see things outside of the four walls that they live in. They have to understand the neighborhood and the environments that they live in completely, or else it can actually cause a couple of self-esteem issues, confidence issues with the dogs in later years of the dog's life. So that I 100% agree with. Number three, we obviously have to take our dogs out to use the restroom, to poop, to pee. All of those, there's no argument there. And number four, I think what we want to do is we've been told that walks are supposed to be bonding experiences with our dogs and us, okay? My problem as a dog trainer is that I see that these four things are actually jumbled together in a single walk experience. Okay, and we wonder why my dog doesn't listen. Well, one of the direct components of listening is actually, does the dog even pay attention to you in the first place? And a majority of my clients will actually say, no, my dog is too busy sniffing, too busy pulling, too busy looking for something, that if I told him to sit, I'd have to yell it at least 3 or 4 times to get any type of response from the dog. A lot of people will tell me that when they come home from a long day at work, they feel extremely guilty that their dog was locked up in the house all day, okay? And so what happens is sometimes that guilt, that fear of being a bad dog owner or being unfair actually leads us to give the dog an unlimited amount of freedom out on the walks. For some reason, we have this idea in our head that what dogs like to do for fun is roam, is to be free. I don't know where it stems from, but I do have a theory. And this theory I call the natural dog theory. What natural dog theory is? The natural dog theory is a mindset that we put ourselves in. We know that dogs are closely related to wolves. We also agree that dogs and wolves are very different species. Okay, but there is a part in our hearts where we do see how our dogs love to hunt things, love to chase things, love to dig, love to do things that dogs do. Okay, and through time, through television, through our upbringings, we all have this image of a wolf, coyote, roaming through the jungle or hiking through the forest and roaming and being free. And what we see is we connect our dog's happiness and activities to the activities of these wild natural dogs, okay? And we think that what dogs like to do for fun is roam free, be off of a leash, do as they please, dig, hunt, chase, all of those things. Now, mind you, it does look really, really fun when our dogs are doing these things. But I think one thing we should always keep in mind is the reason wolves and coyotes have to do these things is because if they don't roam and hunt, they will die. While our dogs are so busy doing all of those things that we are letting them do, our dogs are spending about 45 minutes on a walk not paying attention to me, okay? When my dog does not pay attention to me, it's very difficult for me to get my dog to listen to me. Now, as a dog trainer, what we will do is we have to have a time and a place for our dogs to be a dog and for our dogs to take direction from us. Okay, so we always have to balance this. It is more important for us as dog owners to ask our dogs to pay attention to us, to check in with us, to listen and maintain a certain level of focus on us for the benefit of not only our relationship, but so that way we can keep our dogs safe from the different elements that happen in real life. All right, guys, let's go ahead and review some of the main concepts that we learned in this first video. Number one, even though our dogs may be looking like they're having a lot of fun, pulling, chasing things, sniffing on the walks, just understand that these behaviors are not the best way for us to actually bond with them. Okay? So if the walk is supposed to be a good dog and owner bonding experience, it's very important that we do things that get them to engage with us. All right? Number two, even though we may feel guilty at times, this should not be give our dogs a free license to do as they please on the walks. In fact, in dog training, there are so many different games, tasks, and exercises that we can do to actually increase our dog's engagement with us, to get our dogs to look forward to being with us more regularly, which ultimately this increases obedience in the real world. One of my big beliefs is that if our dogs listen to us, we will be able to take our dogs more places outside of the home. And if we can do that, then that means that we can give our dogs a better quality of life than they've had before. Right? Thank you guys so much for watching this first episode of this video. There are 3 more coming in this month of January, so please stay tuned. My name is Brent. I'm one of the trainers here at K9s Only, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.